I realized the moment I stepped into that
Hello
manhole
y'all,
cover
and welcome to
that
my
day
channel.
was off to a rocky start.
We are doing a
As I
playthrough
fell
on
through
MYST.
the inky abyss, I tried to
Whoops,
flap my
wrong
arms,
one. This is
but it
actually
didn't seem to help.
Pissed.
It was then
And
I
we're not playing
realized
this one,
that
but I
I
just
was on a
wanted to
trip
showcase that
could
MYST
only
was so
end in
popular
one place. And
that
there
it actually
was,
spawned
below
a
me,
parody of
MYST
itself.
Island.
Alright, first things first. Y'all please hit that like and subscribe button. It will help me a ton. I want to get to at least 200 subs. Can y'all make it happen? Alright, now to the game. Alright, MYST was released in 1993 by Cayenne Studios, Inc. and published by Broader Band. It originally released on Macintosh, but then was ported to Windows in March of 1994. The game in the first 7 months sold 200,000 copies. It sold 500,000 copies by the end of 1994, more than 1 million by 1995, and it was the best-selling computer game in the United States for 52 months running by 1997. Development of MYST began in 1991. It was the brainchild of the Miller brothers, Rand and Robin. They formed the main part of Cayenne Studios, along with a sound designer named Chris Brandkamp, a 3D artist and animator Chuck Carter, and Richard Wasson, Bonnie McDowell.
The moment I fell into the fissure, that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my MYST book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Just touch on the book to start your journey. You open it, touch the picture, and you'll be teleported to MYST. So the first thing we're going to do is do a little bit of exploring, and as we do, let's hit these switches. You can switch all but one until you figure out the puzzle for that one. Okay, and when this originally came out, there were no hint books or websites to go to for hints, really, especially at the beginning, and some of these puzzles can be quite difficult. That's why they call the parody Pissed, because it will piss you off. And they don't give you much explanation on how to solve them. I remember playing this game back then, and it took me a while to beat, even though it's a very short game, time-wise. So we're going to run around, just explore, and we'll get serious on solving the puzzles in the next episode, as I give you a little bit more background on this series. So MYST has been remade several times and remastered a couple times, and it was released on the 3DO, Amiga OS, CDI, iOS, Jaguar CD, Mac, Nintendo DS, Nintendo 3DS, PlayStation, PSP, Saturn, Windows, Windows Mobile, and Android. It has 4 sequels. You have Riven, which is the second one. It was released in 1997. Then you have MYST 3, which is Exile, 2001. And then it was MYST Revelation in 2004. And it was MYST 5, End of Ages, in 2005. It also spawned a multiplayer game, which was Eura Ages Beyond MYST. So apart from its predominantly nonverbal storytelling, MYST gameplay was unusual among adventure games in several ways. The player is provided with very little backstory at the beginning of the game, and no obvious goals or objectives are laid out. There are no obvious enemies, no physical violence, no time limit to complete the game, and no threat of dying at any point. The game unfolds at its own pace and is solved through a combination of patience, observation, and logical thinking. Players assume the role of an unnamed person who stumbles across the book and is transported to the island MYST. And basically, you just got to figure out how to get off the island, which in turn takes you through several of the ages of the book, and you find out that artist is a person that can make linking books to these ages as you go along. For the time that this game came out, it is very visually impressive. The soundtrack is pretty good. It's a relaxing game. For this game, you just want to sit down, chill, and take your time and enjoy the game. And if you can smoke, smoke. Alright, as you can see, this is the one you can't get to. It does have to do with time. The big knob basically is the minute hand, the small knob is the hour, and the button is to basically raise the platform. You just have to have the right time, and you'll have to find it on the island. There is a clue that gives it to you. So in the cabinet, we have a couple of interesting things: a boiler, a window to see that pole, and then you turn around, there's a safe. So there's this boat sunk into this fountain thing, and if you notice on the sides that there was poles with some kind of odd switches. And in this library, you'll find the first clues on some of the stuff that's happening. And also a way to the tower, and you're going to need that tower. Oh, you opened up a hidden path. You'll find that you'll do a lot of that in this game. There's all kinds of hidden paths. Alright, that's how we get to the tower. We'll need to remember that.
blue pages.
That guy looked a little unstable. I don't know if I'd trust that guy. Well, we'll have to find a solution to this one too.
Why? Bring me a red. I can't see. Need a red page, you must.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd trust that guy either. He looks shady. Well, I think we found the tower controls, and I think we should point it at the clock. And that's how you get out of the library. The neat trick. It'll help if I turn the lights off, huh? Now we can see what it is. It's an observatory. You have the dates and times so you can track a star. So we'll need a date and time to solve this puzzle. All right, so we need to go back to the docks and go into the imaging room. All right, looks like we found the imager. I think on the back wall there's a panel. Let's check it out. So all we got to do is open up the panel and put our numbers in. And then hit the little button and it'll show the image you want. So if you put an invalid number into the imager, nothing happens. So there's 8 markers on the island, so we need to put 8 on the imager and we'll get our message.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
All right, so there is our clue about that tower. And I'm pretty sure I put it where I needed it to go. And I don't think it really matters, but I went ahead and changed the numbers just in case. You never know. That'll conclude today's episode. We will start up next week and we'll get busy on getting this thing done. Y'all don't forget to like and subscribe. Like I said, I want to get to 200 at least. If y'all don't mind, get me there. And y'all have a good night.